Hi.
What's up?
How are you doing? Are you doing well?
I hope so.
I hope so too. If not, have you considered getting a stuffed shark to lay across your lap at all times?
It does improve things notably.
You know what? I thought it was all bullshit, and then we got one, and then I'm like, wow, my quality of life has improved by having a stuffed shark lay across my lap at all times.
Just imagine how much better it would be if we had 10.
Right? And I was about to say you can help us get 10 by supporting us on Patreon, but no, we're not spending Patreon money on sharks. Could you imagine that? No, but our patrons did vote for us to play a game from Sophie Rose this month. So we are playing the beginning of their serial visual novel series, Spare Parts, Episode 1.
Which I've heard good things about, but could have sworn I heard good things about from SK, who says that's not the case.
No,
so I don't
know. Again, I don't know where you heard this from, but it wasn't from me.
Yeah, so I don't remember who it was that I heard about this from.
Okay, well, what did you hear about it? Did you hear good things?
I don't remember. I only remember that it was recommended.
Okay. Well, let's see. We got start, load, chapters, tips. We have tips. Okay, we'll have a tip screen. That's good. Sweet. EP1. Well, we don't want to spoil ourselves. Shards. What are these?
Oh, CGs.
Oh, CGs. Got it. Cool. Let's start. Enough dawdling, as it were. See, now that's too many dots for an ellipsis. I got called out by my teacher in like 5th grade for doing that.
Custom ellipsis.
It's like, come on, the intent behind what I was doing is clear. You don't need to. Unit 01, systems online. Initiating boot up sequences. Please do not
disconnect from power.
Disconnect from power. I'm not pressing anything, it's just advancing. Actually, is there an option for it to not auto-advance? Let's turn that down as far as it'll go. Do you want to be whoever this is? Or do you
Sure.
Okay.
Where am I?
From absolute nothingness, a question appears. It comes to her so easily before even establishing that she must exist in some where. What was she just doing? What had happened before this precise moment when this question appeared? There must have been something, right? She struggles to find that something, a context, a memory, anything. But no matter how hard she focuses, she cannot grab hold of anything. She does not even know if this something exists. But while she focuses her attention on the past, something approaches. Something she does not notice until it has already arrived. Up. A sound, a voice, something reaching out for her. Me? You hear me? At first so distant, she wonders if it's the something she was searching for, something she was remembering, but it draws closer, a soft voice, repeating the same words to her, whispering to her words she can hardly understand. Can you hear me? It's time to wake up. Can you hear me? Please, please wake up. Wake up. Until it stops for just a moment, not in resignation, but as if it's finally satisfied. As if she had responded to it in some way. That should be good by now. I'm going to trust that you can hear me, all right? You won't be able to move for a while longer, so don't bother trying just yet, okay? All you have to do is listen to my voice.
Move?
Won't she move? Can she move something? This is bittersweet, isn't it? I wish I could see those eyes of yours again. Hear your voice. Maybe that would make me feel just a bit better about all this. I'm terrible, aren't I? Oh well. I am only here to confirm that everything is working properly. Anything more than that would be, No, never mind. Gonna run some tests on your body, but you won't be able to feel it, so just relax and leave it to me, alright?
Tests on my body? What body? Where is my body? Am I inside of my body? How can I move my body? If it cannot move, how can I escape it so that I can move?
She tries to shape these thoughts, these questions into something. She finds words inside herself somewhere, perhaps lost in memory she cannot identify. She tries to extend them out, to form these words in her mind and push them towards this voice just as it has done to her. But how could she? What mechanisms does she possess that would allow her to do something like that? What exactly is she trying to do? The voice has stopped speaking and has been replaced by the sounds of metal clinking together, of some material shuffling together, many noises she cannot identify. Hoping she can find something familiar, she listens to the sounds intently. But beyond a vague sense of nostalgia, she cannot put anything together. These sounds, beside that mysterious, wistful feeling, nothing quite catches. Time passes. The voice exhales. Everything checks out as far as I can tell, so that'll have to be good enough. This will be the last time we meet, if you can even call it that. But this is the last thing that I can do for you. I'm sorry to leave everything to you, but you're going to have to take care of things when you're awake. Take care of everyone, all right? They'll be counting on you. Bye-bye, sweetheart. These rhythmic taps move away from her, receding further and further into the darkness, signaling the disappearance of the only thing she knows to exist. This one anchor, her soul tether, fades away into the same void that has swallowed everything else. Whatever world exists outside of this body, will she ever know it, she wonders? Their words must have meant something. They must have been spoken with purpose. What was it? Why was it here? Why did it say those things? What things exactly did it say? The voice is already gone, as if it had never existed to begin with, as if it were only a dream. And, like a dream, as the distance between it and herself grows, her memories of it slip away into that dark, foggy abyss, perhaps never to return. And so she is left with just one final question as it slips away from the tendrils of her consciousness. What was the meaning of her own presence? Her own thoughts slip further and further out of her reach. They grow slow and quiet, as if sinking deeper and deeper into this endless ocean of darkness. And before she can wonder what will become of her, she disappears. Hello! My name is Lucia, but all my friends call me Lucy. I'm new to the area, but looking for a job. I moved into town a few months ago after leaving home for the first time. I don't have any experience, but I'm eager to try anything. You won't regret hiring me, I promise. Chapter 1. Waiting, Finding. Oh wait, do you want to be Lucy since you were being whoever the main character was?
Sure. I'm wondering now about that opening scene. Was that Lucy or what?
Yeah, it certainly would lead you to believe it's Lucy, right? Because now we lead into Lucy and that's who we get afterwards. But it doesn't necessarily have to be the case, does it? I don't know why we're approaching this with mystery brain, other than that, we've been poisoned and this is how we look at stuff forever on. But,
oh, absolutely.
We don't know anything about. Would you like me to keep being Lucy then?
Nah.
Okay.
I'll be Lucy.
Okay. Because Lucy's got some great frump to her, and I can really appreciate that.
This is no good. Every single resume I've written has started with something like this, and none of them have gotten me a job, or even an interview.
You know what? Hot take, put more emoticons on your resume.
It must be too vague. I need something unique to Lucy. Let's see, I'm mostly applying to entry-level service jobs, so how about... I'm great with people. I can get along with just about anyone. That's still pretty vague, but it's a start, I guess. Just getting along with people isn't enough. They have to know I can put in the work, too. So how about... I'm a hardworking person who likes to work hard.
I need this job to pay my rent so I don't die.
I'm so afraid of authority that I'll never slack off. No. That's terrible. Now I'm being too honest again. But when I try to embellish my good qualities, it comes out so generic. Anyone could write those things about themselves. I need to be more unique, more personal, but not too personal. I have no idea what that means. What are my most interesting qualities? Literally everything I think of is negative. Maybe if I sound extra pathetic, they'll feel sorry for me and hire me anyway?
Oh.
Anyone who hires me is going to need a lot of pity if I'm going to keep the job anyway. No, this is stupid. I'm just getting desperate. This is so hard. It would be a lot easier if I were talented or confident or anything. No, now's not the time to feel sorry for yourself, Lucy. You've done enough of that these past 3 months.
Rah, that's right. Go get him.
Speaking of which, I wrote down how long I've been looking for a job, but that's not something to be proud of. Maybe I just won't mention it at all. Okay, take it from the top. My name is Lucy, everybody likes me, and I always work hard. This would be my first job, but I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to make me your next perfect employee. I'll do anything from such and such to so-and-so, and even so-and-so, add relevant services before sending. I promise to give it my all. Now you might be wondering to yourself, what's so special about this Lucy girl anyway? Well, what's so special about me, Lucy? I think I'm pretty optimistic, generally. And if I've survived this long, I guess I can say that I am resilient. And I'm eager to please people, which bosses should like, but how can I communicate that without sounding pathetic?
Resistant to negative status debuffs.
Is this how everyone writes their resume? Am I just doing something wrong? Kelly tells me I need to dehumanize myself more. That a personal resume won't do anything for me if I don't have experience or skills to back it up. Maybe that's true, but I want to represent myself honestly as much as I can. It's a human on the other end of the application form after all, no matter what they say about it. I just don't want them to think I'm... Maybe I should get over it and ask Killy for help again.
Oh, I recognize a lot of these troubles of like being thrust into like the working world for the first time and kind of, I don't know if you had a similar experience, but like when I got my first job, I was like, what, still a teenager? Right. Was I 14? It was when I was still in high school. And I remember coming up across this particular barrier of like, oh, the me I'm allowed to be at home, at school, among my friends is not the me that is welcome in this world of work stuff. And like how as you get older and older, like it's more and more frustrating to come up against, because it's like you realize that you're not just you realize like what it's trying to do to you, like to mold you into a specific kind of person that like devoid of any individual quality in order to fit a very specific role. You get the impression that they would have preferred like just a soulless machine to do the job if they could somehow find a way to do that, right?
Yep.
But they can't, so they have to stick with fucking making people do it and making them mentally feel bad about themselves while they do it.
Yep.
Which is all a long way of saying, be nice to the service workers in your life.
Or else.
Or else. I didn't mean for that to end as a threat, but no, you know what? No, I after consideration, I believe that is the considered opinion.
Maybe they can even write it for me if I'm being this pathetic about it.
So this is Lucy's first job. She's what, probably a teenager?
I don't know.
Or depending if she didn't have a job through maybe like at the oldest early 20s.
Or she's a robot and has only just started existing a couple weeks ago.
Or she's a robot. You're right.
I need a job. But still, isn't there some tiny kernel of truth I can put in here? Something I can feel proud of? Come on, there's gotta be more than this. The harder I try to focus, the further my focus slips away. Before long, I find myself staring up through the trees at the sky above me, not even thinking about what to write anymore. I moved here about 3 months ago. I've been looking for a job almost the entire time. My roommate, Killy, has been paying my portion of the rent for those 3 months. I only had a little bit of money saved up, and I've just about used it all up on groceries and other expenses. So until I get a job, I'm running out of ways to help.
I can tell you're working hard. Don't worry about me.
They say.
I don't mind covering for you until you get your feet on the ground. Take care of yourself first. It's no big deal.
It feels terrible. I left home because I wanted to escape my parents, to escape being treated like an object they owned, to put my useless self behind me and become someone who could make a difference for the people around me. Killy obviously isn't the same as my parents. They don't see me that way, they just want to help me out as the amazing friend they are. But I want to help them out too. I want to show them that I care, that I want to work together. And in the meantime, I can't get it out of my head that I'm accruing some kind of debt to them. That until I can pay my own way through life, I belong to them instead of my parents. Killy doesn't see it that way, so why can't I stop thinking like this? I put away my phone, which I'd been writing my resume on, and sink down on the bench, letting my head hang over the back. I really like this park. I come here a few times a week to clear my head, so I've gotten to watch all the leaves turn these pretty autumn colors. Soon they'll all be gone and the branches will be barren. Just their naked, spindly selves spreading out like cracking glass. And after that, flowers will come into bloom. I can't wait to see that. I bet this park is beautiful in the springtime. So I'll keep looking forward to that no matter what else happens in the meantime. 6 months from now, I wonder what my life will look like by then. What kinds of things will I be doing? Will I have made any new friends? Will I be happier than I am now? Will I actually... It's getting late. I'd better get going. What have I been doing these past 3 months? I'm looking for something, aren't I? No, I'm just waiting. Waiting for it to fall into my lap. I can't find it on my own. There's nothing I can do but wait. I'm always waiting.
Spare Parts, Episode 1. Little Ribbon of Smoke. It's an evocative title.
The wind starts picking up not long after I start walking home. Just a few weeks ago it was pretty warm out, but these cold breezes had become very common all of a sudden. I'm still not used to the weather up here. Where I grew up, it was miserably hot for most of the year. But the walk from the park to my apartment isn't too far, thankfully. It only takes about 20 minutes. It's a nice neighborhood to stroll through. There's a lot of small, family-owned restaurants and businesses in old brick buildings. I haven't been inside many of them yet, but they have a nice vibe from the outside at least. Maybe once I have a steady income, I can check them out. Still, I'd really like to be home already. I need some time to myself before bed so I can mope about things.
Yeah, how are you supposed to get to sleep if you don't have your scheduled mope period first? Like, if I don't sit in bed and feel bad about myself for a few hours, how am I supposed to get any rest?
Exactly.
God.
About halfway there, just gotta keep moving. Bang. Ow! When I close my eyes to sigh, I stub my toe on something hard. Really, really hard. After taking a moment to bite my lip and swallow the pain, I take a look. Huh? What is this thing? It's some sort of plastic tub sitting on the sidewalk. When I look around, I notice a couple more placed outside this building. Inside them are various wires, pieces of metal, some weirdly shaped plastic bits. The one I hit with my toe is full of heavy things. Just my luck. Ow. I've walked by this spot a couple times since moving here, but I hadn't noticed anything like this before. Is this a new store? I think the building was already here. What is this place?
Oh my god, we have a user interface. All right. We got think, look, talk, and act. Let's start with think. Let's go across the way
Sure.
here.
God, it's cold. Why didn't I put on another layer? I've been out for a while now. I thought the fresh air would help me think more clearly, but maybe it just made me more desperate to finish and go home. I'm hungry, too. I wonder if Killy's already made dinner. Why am I wasting time here again?
Okay, so it turned black. So this is just for science. Oh.
I shouldn't stick around here too long.
Okay, so now it's gone to, it'll just say that. Okay,
Yep.
cool. We just needed to know. All right, so now we got look, talk, and act. Let's try look.
I take a few steps back to get a better view of the whole building, and I notice a big sign attached above a window. Spare parts? What does that mean? Is that the name of this place? Is this entire building here to sell stuff like what's in these tubs? Maybe it's like a thrift store for mechanics or something? The sign seems like it was rushed, doesn't it?
Okay. So we got talk and act. Let's try talk.
I look around to see if anyone is nearby. Maybe someone else would know what this place's deal is. But there's nobody. A few cars pass by, but I'm not going to stop a car for something like this.
Imagine stopping a car just to have a casual conversation. Just flag someone down and be like, hey, yeah, so how's the weather today?
I feel like that's a thing that used to happen and that I haven't seen in a long time. But like, I have memories
Really?
of being around here and like a tourist asking for information on where something was or where to get somewhere when I was in the car with like my grandparents or family or something.
Were you like stopped at a light or something with the
Yeah.
window down? Yeah, so they had a way to approach you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's not unheard of.
But like, I feel like it hasn't happened since I was a small child.
Yeah, I feel like there's also this kind of like increasing distance we put. Like as soon as you get in your metal box on wheels, right? You're kind of
In your sacred temple of American mobility and not to be
Right.
disturbed.
exactly like a lot of work is put into making sure that you feel kind of like alone, and that the things outside of your box aren't people. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Who am I kidding? I wouldn't talk to a stranger unprompted for any reason, let alone this. Just me here.
All right, let's act.
I kneel down to the tub I hit my foot on and gently try to nudge it. It doesn't move. The stuff in here is fucking heavy. Is anybody watching this junk, or is it so worthless that nobody would even think to steal it? At any rate, I shouldn't stick around too long. I'm supposed to be heading home. But I can't help being kind of curious, even if there's no signs of life. Or rather, because nobody's around, I feel more at ease to satisfy my curiosity. So, what harm is a quick peek in the window? I press my hands up against the window. It's so dark I can't really make anything out. I can kinda see the things closest to the window. Looks like the tubs inside are the same as these out here. There aren't any prices listed on anything. Maybe it's one of those weird places that sells by the pound? Oh? In that box there. That looks like an HDMI cable. Kelly mentioned they needed one the other day, didn't they? I was kind of dreading coming home to them empty-handed when they really need me to get a job, but with this I could do something nice for them. Should I spend the money, though? It can't be that much, and it's better than Killy paying for it anyway. If nothing else, maybe it'll be cheaper than usual because it's used, and I can tell Killy about it later. I might as well check. With that in mind, I rush through the front door, failing to think this through even one step further.
To be fair, an HDMI cable is a grand prize.
When the door shuts behind me, I begin to doubt this decision. It doesn't seem like anybody's inside. A normal person with a working brain might have guessed that from all the lights being off. Why did I think I should rush into this strange, dark building with absolutely no indication that they're open? As usual, I completely ignore all the red flags until it's too late, but even so...
They're not red flags, they're just happy little quirks.
Hello? Is anyone there? This is a bad idea. This is a really, really bad idea.
Cool. Let's think about it.
What is wrong with my brain that I haven't left already? In my dumbass logic, it feels scarier to dash inside and leave right away than to commit to what I came here to do. Don't ask me to explain, I know it's stupid.
No, it makes perfect sense.
It's no wonder that I'm always on edge when I'm putting myself into danger like this. I need to learn to control my curious impulses. Someday my nosiness will end up killing me.
Watch, that's what happens come like EP5 or whatever.
I step slightly further inside, despite knowing I should leave. These shelves are complete chaos. Just like the tubs outside, there doesn't seem to be any logic to the way they're organized. Not to mention they're caked in dust. How long have they been left out? Am I even sure this is a business? I'm not trespassing into somebody's storage space, am I? But they had that sign outside, and some of this junk was even sitting on the sidewalk. You'd think they'd at least swat away the cobwebs if they're trying to sell stuff here. Hello? Is anyone there? No response. What, do I think someone's hiding in the darkness, watching me? That's ridiculous.
I don't know. I've been parsing the darkest corners of this as best as I can, trying to see if there's like a human figure like waiting there, but I haven't found one yet.
Completely ridiculous.
Because, of course, in my paranoia, that is also what I would go to first.
Nobody else here, just me, so stay calm.
I guess the most suspicious thing is that this side right here between these two shelves, the normal background is kind of like this kind of fading brownish color, right? But it's immediately like pitch black over here. I don't know. If I was hiding a figure, that's where I would hide it.
What do I think I can accomplish here? There's nothing I can do if nobody else is here. I shouldn't touch anything.
Oh, now we got leave. Can we? Let me just do this real quick. Can we look around this? Is this like Ace Attorney where I have to be like hovering over stuff to find it?
Doesn't look like.
Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Okay, that's enough of this. Nobody's here. There's not enough reason for me to be snooping around. It's time to leave. I turn around toward the door and place my hand on the...
Welcome.
Ah! Startled, I spin around toward the source of the voice and quickly discover that a loose wire on the floor has wrapped itself around my ankle. I lose my balance and topple over a nearby tub, spilling all its contents onto the floor, as well as my dumb ass. Panicked, I try to jump to my feet, but... Ow, ow, ow. I wince and reach for my tailbone. I think I bruised my ass on something. Lucy, you awful klutz. What are you doing? This is a disaster. That voice, was that the owner of this place? I look up to see their silhouette, peering down at me from above, unmoving. I can't make out their expression, but I don't need to see it to know. They must be so pissed. I need to... Before I can act, and without anybody moving, the store lights suddenly turn on.
Are you all right?
I look up, still afraid to find out who it is that's going to be angry with me. I can see her clearly now. A tall woman with messy red hair and deep red eyes. Her face is completely blank. I have no idea what she's thinking, even as she stares straight into my eyes, but there's something transfixing about.
Excuse me? Can you hear me?
Huh? Oh my god, how long have I been staring up at her like an idiot? I'm so sorry. I got startled by you, but it's not like you're scary or anything. It's just, I didn't think anyone was here, and She just stares at me as I stammer nonsense. When I finally stop talking, she offers her hand to me.
Here.
Thank you. She's barely said a few words to me, but her voice, low and smooth, is strangely calming. And she doesn't seem upset at all, but here I am throwing a fit over it. That's just like me, getting worked up over nothing. That's right, there's no reason to freak out. Everything's normal. Everything's just fine. I shyly reach up to accept her hand. She pulls me up effortlessly, almost a little too fast. I regain my balance before falling back over. Just as soon as I'm on my feet, she kneels down to start putting everything back in place. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm the one who knocked it over, so I can help. She doesn't show any sign of stopping, so I hop down to my knees and join her. I try to focus on what I'm doing without staring at her or saying anything weird. She doesn't acknowledge me whatsoever, not even with a single glance. We quietly pick up the mess together. She sets the last of the items back on the shelf, and I rise from the floor. I brush off my pants and turn to her with my head lowered. Again, I am so sorry for...
It's all right.
Still, I'm really sorry.
Are you here to buy something?
No. Wait. No, I mean, no, yes.
What?
Where did I see it? Here. This here. This is an HDMI cable, isn't it?
That is correct.
Awesome. I saw this from outside and my friend's been needing one, so I thought I'd come inside and see if you were selling it. I mean, I just assumed this was a store. Sorry if I was wrong, but I guess if you're offering to sell me things, I must have been right. Anyway, yes, I'd like this. How much does it cost?
That is $200.
Oh, then... Huh? 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 They're that expensive? Killy mentioned it so casually. I had no idea they could cost so much. Is this a high-quality one or something? Some kind of special cable? Would it even work on our shitty TV if it's that fancy?
If your TV accepts HDMI, it will work. This is the price. Are you going to buy it?
Is this a con? Am I being conned? What do I do?
Is something the matter?
I'm sorry. I don't have that much money.
Oh.
I walked right into this. Stupid Lucy. You just instantly trust any pretty girl you meet. I'm sorry. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Wait.
Huh?
Are you not going to make an offer?
An offer?
Yes.
I mean, I suppose I thought that something like this was closer to $20?
One moment, please.
Sure. What's that whirring noise?
Never mind the worrying. $20 is too low. I will settle for $190.
I don't have that much either.
$180.
These prices aren't even close to reasonable.
I see.
I don't understand her at all. It's really okay. I just don't have enough to buy this, I guess. I'm sorry for wasting your time. I'll go find another store and buy a cheaper one, so...
Wait.
Again?
You are much better at bartering than I am.
Is that what we were doing?
$20 is fine, I suppose.
You're giving in just like that? Is that really okay?
Yes. I was trying to gouge you. You didn't budge, and I'd rather make a sale than not. So I will settle.
I don't think you're supposed to admit to that. Well, okay, I guess that works for me. She brings the cable up to the counter and punches some keys on the register rapidly. She doesn't seem to have a speed between 0 and 60. I just happen to have a $20 bill on me, so I hand her that. She puts it somewhere underneath the counter, probably into a safe. No sales tax, huh?
Thank you for your business.
Sure. Thank you too. Have a nice day then. I want to turn around and leave, but her eyes seem to pin me down. She's just looking at me. I can't tell why or what she's thinking, but she's looking at me far longer than a person normally would. It's making me a little nervous. I can't meet her eyes.
What is your name?
Huh? It's Lucia, but everyone just calls me Lucy.
I see.
What's your name?
Can't you read the UI? My name is Tall Woman.
What an unusual name. I don't know if she heard me, and why is she staring at me so intently? I'm gonna get going. Well, goodbye then. My eyes linger toward her as I turn to the door, but she doesn't acknowledge my exit. I don't think I understand her, but she seems pretty cool. I can't believe I embarrassed myself so much. It's just like me to complicate buying something from a store. I hope she doesn't think I'm weird. Wait, why am I the one worried about being weird? Everything about what just happened was bizarre. But still, she's really pretty and cool. Maybe I'll stop by again sometime.
Wait.
She's stopping me again? Please have mercy on my weak heart. I turn around and she hasn't moved from that same spot. She's still looking at me. Is there something else?
Are you busy tomorrow?
Huh? I guess I don't have any plans, specifically.
Would you mind coming back?
I guess I wouldn't mind, but what for?
Well, I suppose I am in need of some help.
Wait, hold on a sec. Is this what I think it is? Is this my chance? Are you hiring?
I suppose you could say that. Yes. Would you like to work here?
Yes, definitely. Absolutely.
All right. Then please come here tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Okay, no problem. Then, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you.
She walks up to the door as I step outside.
It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, totally. Thanks for having me. And by the way, I didn't catch it earlier. What's your name?
Again, the name is Tall Woman.
Well, Lucy, you got your chance.
Just hanging out in the bottom of the right-hand corner there gives me the CU Space Cowboy vibes.
Yeah.
Tips have been updated.
Oh,
you better believe we're looking at that. Oh, okay, so let's read this now. Lucy's fresh out of her parents' home and looking for a foothold to start the rest of her life. But with no experience and only one friend, she's having trouble finding a job. That is, until she stumbles into a shop run by a mysterious woman who, for some reason, hires her on the spot. Unable to keep her nose out of others' business, Lucy finds herself caught in a much more complicated position than she bargained for. The beginning of a story about the long struggle for a peaceful life and the parts of ourselves we must sacrifice to make it there.
Are the portraits clickable?
I was gonna... Lucy! Oh my god, we have stats!
Bar.
We have stats! Newly hired and ready to put in the work. Whether or not she could capitalize on this opportunity is another matter. Likes weird girls, dislikes her own clumsiness. What are these? New in town and has looking for a job. Oh, I see. So that's before, and now it's been updated.
Okay.
Our stats haven't changed. We are maxed out in nice and dumb. Only a little bit fun. Mostly weird, a little bit empty.
And rather shy.
Relatable.
Relatable.
Tall woman. A strange woman with glowing red eyes. Seems to have taken some kind of interest in Lucy. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown. Only a minimal bits of fun and dumb. But mostly mean, weird, empty, and cool. Why are the stats important? I love them.
Yeah.
New data shards have been assembled.
All right, and that's going to be the CG we saw. Didn't we see a CG?
Did we see a CG?
I thought we saw a CG.
Let's hold on. Let's drop a quick save here.
Data shards. Oh, interesting. It's something different.
Let's hold on.
What is a data shard? I got an interview. Oh shit. Oh, that's a response. It's a chat.
Oh shit. Hell yeah. Nice work.
I'm so nervous.
Where at?
I have no idea, TBH. It's just some hardware store near the park or something. IDK.
Are you sure this place is real?
Well, it exists.
And it isn't a pyramid scheme.
I don't think so, but either way, I gotta go for it, right?
Just don't take it if it seems fishy. You said it's an interview experience, if nothing else.
Sure, I'm on my way home right now.
KK, I'm working late, so don't wait on dinner.
Okay, hang in there.
Okay, so that's probably Killy.
Okay.
Do you think Killy still has their incredibly improbably powerful pistol?
Absolutely, yes. This roommate is definitely Killy from Blame.
But what if, though? What if? All right. Status report, September 24th, 2020X, day 75. Overview, Unit 01, good. Unit 02, good. Unit 03, okay. Unit 4, fair. Data recovery, 24%. Data encryption, 76%. Summary. Unit 02 through 04 asleep all day. No motor activity logged. Minor virtual activity logged. No particular changes logged. Details listed at the end. Unit 01 activity. Diagnostic scan/assessment. Data recovery. Data evaluation. Memory files access. Star. Network search. HDMI cable prices. Social routine activation. Unable to confirm nature of access. Okay, interesting. So
the robot that we saw at the beginning was Tall Woman running the shop here.
Well, presumably? I mean, we've only met... Occam's Razor, like, we saw a robot booting up in the beginning, right? It would make sense if it's Tall Woman, but I guess it could be something else.
It said Unit 01, and this says Unit 01.
Oh. Did it say Unit 01 in the very beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I stand corrected. Okay, so that probably was Tall Woman. Diagnostic scans assessment, data recovery, data evaluation, memory files access. Why did Tall Woman have to access memory files?
I don't know.
Social routine activation. Hell yeah. Unable to confirm the nature of the memory files access. Did Tall Woman recognize us or tried to see if she recognized us?
I don't know.
Okay. First contact with human since reawakening. Name, Lucia. Height, 5'8". Weight, approximately 190 pounds. Hair, auburn.
You did the thing I always do.
I can't. I'm reading.
I always read the abbreviation for pounds as libs.
Don't. Yeah. Hair, auburn. Eyes, orange. Notes. Wait, if... Maybe this should be like in, like... Notes. Inquired about job at shop. Returning tomorrow to work. We'll assess further. Yeah, we'll do it in Tall Woman. No further comment from Unit 01. Detailed report, Unit 01. Internal temperature, normal. Cooling system functioning normally. AI routines, normal. EI routines, normal. Motor functions, normal. No changes observed. Detailed report, Unit 02. Internal temperature, normal. Cooling system functioning normally. AI routines, normal. EI routines, normal. Motor functions, not applicable. No changes observed. Detailed report, Unit 03. Internal temperature, acceptable. Cooling system functioning normally. AI routines, normal. EI routines, normal. Motor functions, not applicable. No changes observed. Detailed report, Unit 04. Internal temperature, acceptable. Cooling system functioning normally. AI routines, normal. EI routines, not applicable. Motor functions, not applicable. No changes observed. So then what are Units 02 through 4 then?
I guess other folks that are still not awakened
What
yet.
does EI mean? Artificial intelligence and then
Is it like emotional
intelligence? That's what my first guess was. So what does it mean that some of them don't have motor functions and one of them doesn't have emotional intelligence?
They haven't awakened yet. We saw one of them awaken in the beginning.
We saw one of them awaken, yeah, but the other ones don't seem to have those same functions at all. Like, one of them was EI not applicable. The other ones were just EI.
I don't know.
Well, let us away. Let us continue. We got time in the sode, right? Yeah, we got time for a little more. Chapter 2. Basement friend. I'd like a basement friend. Monday, September 24th at 9:40 a.m.
It's early morning the next day. I'm standing outside of the shop in the cold September air, wearing the one thin hoodie that I own. And I'm watching intently through the front window, waiting for anybody inside to appear so they can let me in. I've been waiting out here for... what time is it anyway? I checked my phone for what must be the 20th time this morning, and it's only 9:40 a.m. I've been waiting out here for about 30 minutes. I thought it'd be good to arrive early for my interview, you know? I don't want to blow it by being late. But it's so freaking cold. How long do I need to suffer before God has mercy on me? When she said to arrive at 10 a.m., I didn't think it was because they opened at 10 a.m. At least let me wait inside. I really, really hope that she didn't forget I was coming and that this isn't some cruel, elaborate prank. But no matter how much I stare through the window, no lights turn on. Nothing moves, nothing makes a sound. It's just me waiting outside, shivering like a little lost kid, worrying about all these ridiculous possibilities. Ugh, Lucy, you're so dumb. You know how long it takes to walk here? You didn't need to arrive 45 minutes early. Who does that?
Okay, I see I'm getting called out again. That's fine. That's fine. Just coming right at us directly, huh?
There are only two possible times to arrive. Obscenely early and obscenely late. Actually, not even obscenely late. Obscenely late. Or just slightly late.
Yeah, exactly.
Early enough that it's really weird, or just late enough to be a problem.
They said that it's at 10, so like, does that mean they're starting at 10, or they want me to arrive at 10, or are they anticipating me arriving earlier so that way I can, get there and get acquainted before we start things at 10?
And the answer is always all of these, despite the fact that they're different, so it can't be.
I know! Which is why you always wind up arriving to everything about 30 minutes early, even though you don't need to. I hate this stuff. It's...
No, this is still better than being late. This will just show her how committed I am to this job, right? Just hang in there a little longer. Once 10 o'clock comes around, she'll let you in and you can warm up inside. You only need to last another 10... Wait, what time is it? Another 18 minutes. Damn it. Stay strong, look determined, look tough. It'll be no problem. I slap my cheeks and start bouncing up and down to keep my blood flowing. Only then, when I start making a fool of myself in a desperate attempt to stay warm, I see something move inside. A door behind the front desk opens, and one set of bright, glowing red eyes appears. I'd recognize those eyes anywhere, even though I've only seen them once before. Gosh. I noticed the deep red of her eyes yesterday, but the way they cut through the darkness like this, they're luminous. That's a totally normal thing to notice about a person, right? Glowing red eyes? She takes notice of me just as I relax my stance to seem normal myself. Just a totally normal, chill girl out here.
Red eyes means that I am about to perform my attack animation, and you should either counter or prepare to dodge. If you are good at your timing, you will activate witch time and get an opportunity to receive many attacks upon my person.
The lights turn on and the front door opens.
You're early.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that wrong?
No. That's fine.
Okay, if you say so. Can I come in?
Yes. I'm already all all about this dynamic?
She steps backwards to allow me in, and I bow toward her in thanks, trying not to rush through the door. I'm so cold. I've been waiting this long, but it's finally over. As soon as I'm inside and this door shuts behind me, it's just as fucking cold inside as it was outside. Has a window been open all night or something? I can't hold it in. I'm right back to shivering like a wounded animal.
You seem cold.
Yeah, a little. It's, pretty chilly in here.
Is it?
You aren't cold?
Not really.
Maybe I'm just not used to it then. This is going to be my first winter in the area. It was much warmer where I used to live.
I see. So you are more sensitive to the cold than others. Do we have anything to heat you up?
She looks around the room before her eyes fall on a blowtorch. What about...
What about...
I don't think that's what a blowtorch is for.
Are you sure you would not like to just give it a try? I feel like you are poo-pooing all of my suggestions before we've even had really had a chance to get them to go. I suppose you are right. Then I will turn the heater on.
Shouldn't that be the first thing you think of? She presses...
Not really. How else do you heat yourself?
She presses some buttons on a device near the back door. Now that the lights are on, I can read employees only on it. That's the door she came out of earlier, isn't it? I wonder what's in there. If this interview goes well, maybe I can find out.
Does that feel better?
It'll probably take a little while to feel it, but I'm relieved that it's coming at least.
I see. Feel free to adjust as necessary.
Sure, thank you. I'll make sure not to go overboard.
Thank you.
Oh, right. Before we start, there was something I wanted to ask you.
What?
What's your name? I never caught it.
I am called Unit 01.
Oh, one? Owen?
Sure.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I mean, yesterday. My name is...
Lucia.
Right.
Are we falling in the trap again where we do the double L's like a Y when it's really...
When it's really Lucilla?
Lucilla?
I don't know. I see the double L and I read it like it's Spanish, and then I'm always wrong about that.
It's not like we did an entire Let's Play of like how many... It was like 18, 19 episodes where we were just like...
Batai.
Oh, never gonna live it down. And then anyway, if we're saying it wrong, feel free to light us up in the comments section.
Yeah. Right, I forgot I already mentioned that. You can really just call me Lucy, though.
Okay. It is nice to meet you as well, Lucy.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm ready for the interview whenever.
Interview?
I like the little awkward smile looking away face.
Right? Lucy does have big shy girl energy.
Yeah, for the job?
Oh, there is no need for an interview.
Huh?
Yes, really.
Then why am I here?
To start working? Is that not what we agreed?
Today?
Is that a problem?
No, I guess not. I just didn't realize, aren't there a few more steps to take before she gives me a job? I know I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, but I wish I had a little more time to prepare at least. Okay, well, I guess I'm here and ready.
Great.
I don't really know what I'll actually be doing here, though. What position were you hiring for?
You'll be our cashier.
Okay, I can do that. Oh, I was worried I'd be doing something weird, but cashiering is simple enough. Achilles told me all sorts of horror stories from their time as a cashier, but I don't have much room to complain about it. I'll make it work.
Since we opened, I've been operating the store on my own. It has not allowed me time to take care of much else. There are many errands I wouldn't have the time for otherwise. Having you around will be a big help.
Right, that makes sense. Just show me what to do and I'll take care of it.
Very well. Come over here.
She leads me over to the cash register and begins showing me how the transaction process works. It really is simple. You just input the sale price, the amount of cash received, or swipe the card. Seems easy. I can definitely do this.
Do you have any other questions?
Nope, this sounds simple enough.
Good. Then,
She reaches down below the counter and pulls a huge stack of papers from nowhere.
I will leave it to you.
Huh?
I'm going to put these flyers up around town.
Spare parts for sale. Those, I don't know if those will work. Wait, hold on, you're leaving?
Yes. As I just said, you will be operating the store, so I may take care of everything else.
But on my first day, what if something happens or...
Nothing will happen.
And wait, am I supposed to gouge customers like you were? I don't want to rip people off.
You can call it bartering if you prefer.
That's not the point. Maybe I should be the one to put up flyers. I feel like you'd be better off without me here to mess things up.
There are other errands I must do today as well. The purpose of hiring you was to allow myself the time for things like this. So, you should stay. This is more efficient.
Wait, hold on, back up. Am I the only other person working here?
That is right.
Maybe I'm an idiot for not realizing all this sooner, but I didn't sign up for this.
What? Day one of a retail job getting suddenly landed with more responsibility than you've been trained or ready to handle, and then just, told to deal with it?
Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like, yeah, this
Yeah, no,
tracks.
that's just what it is. That's just how it works. It's I fucking hate that. So and like part of it, I feel like part of it has to be intentional. Like it's just or if not intentional, at least like you don't hire enough people in the first place, so the new hires you get are by necessity put in positions like this where they're asked to do too much before they've had the time to train or do it. And rather than taking the time to show them how to train or do it, you just tell them to figure it out. Because
The last one I was at had this fun way of doing things where they had a really long training instead. Painfully long before you were allowed to be on register or do most of the things, but they also didn't bother to keep the store staffed up and let it go down in staff by attrition until the point where it was too understaffed for people to do the training. So they'd bring someone on and then couldn't have time for them to do the training before they could start working, but they also couldn't do most of the job without having done the training. And so you'd figure, oh, well, I guess they're supposed to do the training in between customers, but you couldn't even do that because the training was only accessible from the back office computers. So the only way to actually do it was to get a dedicated block of time to leave the floor. So then you'd think, oh, maybe they'll make you stay after hours or show up early. But they couldn't do that either because there was austerity measures for hours and you had to be spot on clocking in or out, with the result being that someone would sign up to try to start working there, be immediately forced into working and forbidden from working at the same time, unable to ever get trained, and burn out within a couple weeks before even being able to run a register. And it was just like every part of this could be fixed by just doing it in any other different way than this. But nope.
Or my favorite one, when I was working in a bookstore, we had our bookstore had a cafe attached to it as well, and there was the same company, right? So like they'd both be working for the same parent company, and if you've ever tried to work in a cafe before, it fucking sucks. Or not like, I don't want to speak for all places because there've been some really nice ones that I think treat their employees pretty well, but like big chain thing was not great. And it also takes an entirely separate set of skills than working in the other part of the store, despite being owned by the same company, right? Do you see where I'm going with this? So it's much harder to get people and train them to be in that half of the building. But when we can't get enough people to work there, who do we throw over there? The people who are in the other half of the building who have no training whatsoever, just because we need, a body there. So then it's like, oh, great. Guess what? I know you signed up to do customer service and cashiering work, in what appeared to be a bookstore, but actually you're going to go over here and stand behind a counter and get angry get angry at you for not knowing how to make a macchiato. Right? That's your job now. I know it's not what you were hired for, but guess what? It's what you're going to do. Fun!
Retail story hour.
Just be nice to people who work retail. They are...
Or else.
Or else. Again, the official position of us here at 8PR.
I don't know the first thing about electronics. Maybe that means I shouldn't take this job, but I need something. I look up at her, pleading with my eyes for her not to leave.
I don't speak eye language, so I'm going to go.
Her firm gaze pins me down yet again. She seems like a smart, pragmatic person, so why is she placing all this trust in a total stranger? I haven't even shown her my ID or anything.
You haven't even asked what the pay is per hour. That's
pay?
like...
Wasn't she there when I tripped and fell on my ass yesterday? When I knocked over all that junk and she had to help clean it up? Can't she see that I don't know anything? Why is someone like her counting on someone like me?
I shouldn't be more than a few hours.
Okay. She places her cold hand on my shoulder.
I will leave it to you then.
It seems a little strained, but she smiles down at me for the first time.
There we go.
It's cute. No, now's not the time for that.
Don't flirt with your boss.
I'll do my best.
It's just bad news all around. Bad news bears right there.
With a nod and nothing more, she makes for the door with the big stack of papers under her arm.
Except for that time I was your boss for a little while. But that was weird and like very specifically known beforehand.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was just a seasonal thing where like, okay, I guess we can bring her in for a little while, knowing this in advance and that I won't be in your zone. But it was like known beforehand and was like, yeah, this is something we're going to have to intentionally work around.
Yep.
It wasn't just, flirting at work. That's weird. Don't do that.
Flirt, if you will.
Work is not for flirting. Work is for making money. I mean, flirt after hours. That's fine.
As she opens the door, she looks back at me.
Oh, one last thing.
Yes?
Don't get into any trouble.
The door shuts with that, leaving me alone in the spooky, cobweb-ridden store I didn't know existed until yesterday, on my first day of any job ever in my entire life. Does her shirt say crying?
Is that what it said? I didn't see.
What does it say? What in the world did I just get myself into?
Trying? Crying? We'll find out. Tips have been updated. Heck yeah. We're looking at those tips. Likes weird girls, just likes her own clips. Yeah.
That's the same.
Owen. Lucy's new boss. She always carries a serious expression and tone of voice. All right. I guess Owen was her. No? No.
Good old UN Owen.
No, you good old UN Owen.
Short for United Nations Owen. I check my phone for about the 50th time. It's 12:56 now. Owen's been gone for almost 3 hours, and in that time, not a single person has come into the store. Nobody's even looked in through the window. I don't really know what I was expecting. It's a new store, and it's not the most exciting business around here, so it must be pretty slow usually. The most I can hope for is for Owen to come back soon. I didn't consider this until it was too late, but I'm starting to get hungry. I didn't expect to be working for several hours today. I thought I was coming in for an interview then leaving. I didn't even have breakfast this morning. I would have to go out to get food, but I can't leave the shop unattended, even if we don't get any guests. Would it be unprofessional of me to order delivery here? Owen didn't give me any way to contact her, and she didn't ask for my phone number or anything either, so I guess all I can do is wait for her to return. The more I think about this whole situation, the more it feels like some elaborate prank. To what end, I have no idea. If someone's messing with me, I wish they'd hurry up and get to the punchline. I just want it to be over. I need to find some way to pass the time.
Act is highlighted, but the other ones aren't. Let's take a look at the other ones first.
I know I was worried about handling customers, but if even one customer comes in through that door, it would really help pass the time. But will that happen? Would anyone even notice a place like this? That spare parts sign doesn't exactly catch the eye. She didn't even have the lights on yesterday. Why would anyone come into a place like this?
Because they saw an HDMI cable through the window? Alright, so that's the same.
From the desk, I try and look into all the bins and see what's in them. But from here, I can only make out shapes I don't recognize. That and cobwebs. A lot of cobwebs. I should probably know what I'm going to be selling, right? Assuming anyone ever comes in. Maybe I should be taking a closer look at our inventory instead of sitting on my ass. I need to do something with all this anxious energy. I wish there was somebody to talk to. If Owen were still here, maybe I could be getting to know her. And maybe I could talk about myself a little too. I haven't made any friends since I moved, so that'd be nice.
Alright, let's act.
I get up from the desk to get a closer look at our inventory. Even if it doesn't seem like anyone will come in, I should probably at least know what we're selling, right? So let's see. I walk circles around the entire room, peering into all the bins without touching them. I am a little bit scared to touch them. The piles of cardboard boxes in the corner keep catching my eye. There aren't any labels on them, and they're covered in just as much dust as anything. I should probably leave them alone, too. Wait, how am I supposed to get to the bathroom? Or anything else for that matter? It's trapped behind all these boxes. I guess I'll cross that bridge when it comes, heaven forbid. More importantly, do I feel okay touching any of this junk? Wait, no, it's not junk. It's valuable merchandise. If I'm going to sell this to real people, I have to see its value.
And she's a lady that appreciates value.
Still, it's hard to imagine the use of some of these things. A lot of these wires look like they were made for exactly one purpose and got phased out within like a year. Well, who knows? Maybe they're for some super advanced technology I've never heard of. I have no idea what's out there. Maybe I should ask Owen about it later. Aside from the wires and obvious computer peripherals, there's a bunch of weird bits of plastic tossed haphazardly into some of these tubs. Again, they seem hyper-specialized and worthless to well over 99% of people. How likely is it that just the right person will walk in and find it?
I don't know. I feel like a store based around serving a whole bunch of different versions of that 1% would probably work, right? Like, I don't know what the random thing is that you need, but if you need the random thing, we've got the random things.
Works best if you've got the online storefront, too.
Yeah, it does.
What's wrong with me? Is my determination this fickle? Or is Owen really running some kind of shady scam here? Is bartering all about selling useless bullshit to people?
I don't know. I got the feeling that this was let's call it a personal collection.
Perhaps personal in more senses than one. No, stop thinking like that. Just focus really hard. Look at everything in this shop with love. Without love, it cannot be seen.
And time. That took, all right, just over an hour to make the Umaneko reference. I'm impressed.
It's no use. I'm not getting anywhere trying to force myself. I'll just ask Owen when she gets back. She must have something to say about everything here. Which means I'm back to waiting for her return. I keep wandering idly through the store, touching my fingertips on tubs and shelves as I pass them, thinking to myself, it's pretty obvious that we haven't sold anything with how much dust is piled up. Didn't she say this shop is new? How is there this much already?
So, did the person come in, set her up, and then she finally awoke however long after that? And when she awakes, it's to a disused storefront.
Yeah.
And stuff collecting dust.
And half-formed memories of you're supposed to be a shopkeep or something.
Right. So this is like, yeah. So, yeah, it's something like that, right? It's clearly been longer than whoever woke her up intended it to be.
I should be cleaning.
Remember, if
you have time to clean, you've got time to clean.
Oh my! My soul just left my body after saying that. All right. We're back. Sorry.
I can't believe I didn't think of that sooner.
Because remember, if you're working minimum wage, unskilled labor, then your very existence on the job deserves to be punished at all times.
Even if I can't tell Owen I made any sales, she's sure to notice if I clean the place up, right?
I was collecting that dust.
Putting a new meaning on collecting dust.
Yep.
And if the store looks nicer tomorrow, maybe someone will come in. Yes, this is a great idea. There's a lot of places I could start, but first I need to find cleaning supplies. Where would those be? Oh, duh, obviously. Things like that are usually kept out of the way in places like this. I turn around to face the employees only door. I step through it and find 3 lifeless bodies and scream and panic roughly 5 screens from now. Easy. All right, let's take a look. I grab the door's handle and pull it open. It's pretty heavy, so it takes some work.
The lights will be off first, though, right?
Yeah. I don't know why I was expecting this to be a closet. I saw Owen come out of this door earlier today, but even so, I wasn't expecting a narrow stairway leading down. Way, way down. The light from the lobby only makes it so far, and I can't tell just how far it continues. Something about it makes me feel uneasy. I pull out my phone and turn on its flashlight. When I shine it downstairs, I can see a point where the stairs turn a corner and continue down. How deep do these go? There's no way to know without, I slowly descend the stairs, shining my light in front of me. After a few dozen steps and around the corner, I come across another door, almost identical to the one upstairs. I push it open with my forearm, careful to lower my light as I enter. It's dark in here, too. I hear my footsteps echo as I step inside. I shine my light around the area, and, it's full of machines, computers, wires, all sorts of things. It kind of looks like what I imagine a server room might look like, as someone who has no idea what a server room actually looks like.
I have an idea of what a server room looks like, and it's a tiny box that my wife keeps on the floor of her office.
Tiny server for tiny amount of room.
Now, the thing paradoxically about server rooms is that they don't actually have servers in them. At least by my experience.
Nor do they do anything or turn on.
Right, they're just a little hunk of plastic that you put a lot of decals on and then don't fill with anything.
Yeah, because you suddenly get sick when you're about to start actually making it work, and then you also buy the wrong parts because you were stressed out.
This is a universal experience that we've all had and can all relate to.
Anyway, shout out to random strangers on r/home lab for trying to help me find stuff, and then I get the wrong things. It's a good time.
The good time was had by all.
It's huge. I can't get a good understanding of this space with just my phone's light.
All right.
Ah! Owen came from this door today, right? She must have been doing something down here this morning. Come to think of it, maybe that's how she snuck up on me yesterday. She must have been down here at that time, too. So why does it feel like no human's been down here in years? Next to the entrance door, I notice a panel of light switches. I try turning them on a few times, but nothing happens. This flashlight is not as helpful as I'd like it to be. I can hardly see shit. I get up close to one of the computer monitors and notice a thick layer of dust on the screen. Is there any part of this building that's been dusted in the last 10 years? If any of this stuff got turned on, the smell of burning dust would be terrible. Still, there's a faint humming sound from somewhere in here, like a computer running idle. Some of this machinery must be running, but it must be further in. Even I'm not stupid enough to call out to someone in a place like this.
No, but you could.
This is the point where any normal person might turn around, walk back upstairs, and never think about this again. But if I have any quality that beats out cowardly, it might be nosy. I keep moving further into the room, occasionally flashing my light over things as I pass them, but mostly pointing it at the floor so I don't trip over anything. There's a mess of thick wires scattered about, so if I'm not careful, I might break something. I pass by huge computer towers and monitors lined up like walls, creating pathways for me to follow as the room opens up. I have absolutely no idea what I'm looking at or why this place would exist down here. Just how deep underground am I anyway? Does Owen run some other kind of business out of here? Maybe she's a programmer of some sort. They probably need all this crap, right? But it's way too big for just one person. Maybe it just isn't being used anymore. Is she selling leftover parts from whenever all this was in use? A ton of possibilities drift through my mind until I turn a corner and see something. In the near distance, a bright blue glow. I move toward it, realizing I'm kind of lost and needing some way to regain my bearings. As I approach, I realize that it's 3 different lights, all lined up in a row. They're coming from behind some sort of strange glass shapes. Hold on a minute, just what the hell are these things? They look like some sort of pods, like what you might see in a low-budget sci-fi show. They're out of place, even among all these other weird machines. My hand reaches out on its own to touch the glass of the middle one. It's warm and vibrating slightly. I can tell this is where that humming sound is coming from. The huge machines these are attached to have running cooling fans. I wipe my palm down the glass, feeling the metal case around it, and... Huh? Something gives, a button of some sort, and it makes a strange noise. Then...
Oh, what have you done?
I have the panic attack I should have had about 10 minutes ago. A burst of air blows at me as the glass opens from the bottom. The glow dissipates until the case is fully open, and... there, inside the pod, lays a soft-looking girl with citrus orange hair, fast asleep. Who is this? What is this? Why is there somebody sleeping all the way down here in this weird capsule? Just what? I slowly step backwards, trying to come up with some course of action.
Why does she have a ribbon tied around one of her little hair tufts?
I don't know. Why not? I don't remember how to get back to the entrance, but even if I did, could I just leave things like this? Should I try to shut the hatch? Pardon me. I step forward and reach up to grab the glass. I can just shut this, forget any of this happened, and... She stirred just now. She just moved a bit. She shuts her eyes more tightly, wiggling about slightly.
Owen, is that you? What's, Hey, Owen, come back later tonight, would ya? I'm still sleepy. You can check me later.
She thinks Owen is waking her up. What is she gonna do when it's a complete stranger? Fuck, I'm in way over my head here. Please, someone let me off the hook.
Hey, Owen, come on. What's up? Aren't you saying anything? You don't need anything, then shut my pod and just let me...
She opens her eyes. I'm pierced by a bright orange glow as she stares up at me.
Hello?
Hi? I'm frozen stiff. If she jumped or reacted more violently or anything, I'd snap out of it and start running for my life, but she just stares up at me in confusion. If a stranger woke me up in my bedroom and just stared down at me like this, I'd be completely terrified. I'd scream my head off and run away. But instead, she sits up and gets right in my face.
Can I help you?
This girl is going to murder me. I've never been more certain of anything in my life. All I can do is accept this as punishment for all the mistakes I've ever made in my life, and,
Hey, lady? Hello? Are you listening? Who are you? Where's Owen?
Owen? Ah, right, Owen. I leap backwards, accepting the second chance at life I've been given, and try to collect myself. She's out running some errands. Yeah, that's right.
Errands, huh? Oh, she didn't mention any errands. Hey, what day is it?
Day, Monday, the 24th, I think.
Damn, guess it's been a few days. What has she been up to?
My name is Lucy, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Lucy? No way. Did she build a fifth?
Fifth? What do you,
Nothing at all, blep.
Okay, sure. Suddenly she hops onto her feet with a stretch and a yawn. I step backwards to give her some more room, still not entirely convinced that I'm going to survive this. She turns her glowing orange eyes back to me, takes a big inhale, and lets out a huge scream.
Lights!
As soon as she's finished, this entire room floods with light. This place is even bigger than I imagined.
Huh. Okay, so what you doing here then? Did you wake me up for something?
No, I'm sorry that was an accident. I didn't know anybody was down here. Owen didn't mention anything about, Wait, is this what she meant about not getting into trouble? I forgot about that until just now.
Oh, it's cool. I'll take the excuse to get up and stretch my joints any day.
Sure.
But, you know, Owen's the only one who's allowed to wake me up, so she's probably gonna be pissed off.
No, is it that serious?
Mm-hmm. She's real strict about that kind of junk.
I didn't mean to. I was just looking for, like, a broom or a vacuum or anything like that so I could clean the store. But I couldn't find the lights, and I started wandering around, so I got kind of lost, and,
Oh, well, there's none of that kind of stuff down here, I don't think.
Okay, good to know.
What you cleaning for? Owen hire you to tidy up or something?
Not really. She has me running the front register while she's out doing errands.
Oh, so much for not needing the help then. Anyway, while you're here, do you want to, like, hang out for a bit? We never had any guests down here. You're so cool. Is that a flower?
This is the exact opposite of how I expected this to go. She's acting so normal. How is the situation normal at all?
Is that a flower on your shirt? Is that so cool? What's it say?
Trying, which
I
I
thought it
am.
said crying.
That too. And if Owen is going to be mad with me, I really need to leave right now. I'd love to, but,
Oh, come on, please, just for a few minutes. I don't ever get to meet anybody. I won't tell her about this, please.
I suppose I could, just for a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
No, Lucy, stop this. You're on the clock. You have to watch the storefront. Wait, why is that what I'm worried about suddenly? What happened to getting fired or murdered? But she's really cute and nice.
I mean, murder can still be on the table if you want it to be.
Oh no.
Murder planks, starting now.
I can't just say no to those eyes. There's no way somebody who seems this sweet would ever murder me, right?
That's what I like. That's the impression I like to cultivate. So, tell me, Lou. Is that okay? Can I call you Lou?
I don't know about that one.
How about Lulu?
That one's pretty cute.
All right, Lulu it is. So, Lulu, tell me a bit about yourself. I never got the chance to talk to a human.
What?
You're so cool. A human who's as cute as me. Blep.
Well, I don't think there's much to say about me.
Oh, come on. Give me something to work with, anything. How old are you?
I'm, 23.
For real?
Yeah?
Wow. I would have guessed like 15. No offense.
It's fine. I get that a lot.
I feel you, though. I'm the same way. I look way younger than I am.
How old are you?
Almost 2 months.
That's a really good face.
Oh, I love it. Oh.
I see.
Right? So I can totally relate. Like, you can't judge a book by its cover, you know?
Is she making fun of me? I genuinely can't tell.
Anyway, what do you like to do? Any hobbies?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I don't really have many hobbies to speak of. It takes all my energy just to get out of bed most days, so... Wow, huge fucking bummer, Lucy.
Oh, yeah, I kind of know what you mean. I've been stuck down here as long as I can remember, so my life's been pretty empty, too. My emptiness meter is, like, maxed out.
Stuck? What do you mean?
Oh, it's hard to explain. Just take my word for it, all right? I don't get out, like, ever.
I wonder if she's sick. Maybe this is all medical equipment. Is this pod some kind of life support machine? I shouldn't come up with answers to things I know nothing about.
No, speculation is part of the fun. It's not a whole lot to do down here, you know.
I can imagine. Now that the lights are on and I'm not fearing for my life quite so much, I take a moment to look around the whole room. It's absolutely huge. How can this all fit underneath that building, and how long has it been here?
I get the feeling the building on top was built after,
Yeah.
right?
More importantly, how is it that somebody lives down here? This girl, I should ask her more about herself.
Oh, look, I got the cute cat face.
Let's start with names, shall we?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really should have asked this sooner.
Yeah, ask away anything you like.
What's your name?
Name? Oh, my name, huh? You want to know my name? My name is a secret.
Oh. Okay.
There's a line in Digimon Cyber Sleuth that's exactly the same thing, where someone could be like, "Hey, what's your name?" You could be like, "It's a secret." Great. Your name is a secret. Great. All right. Thank you, secret. Hobby?
Well, what do you like to do?
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I do a lot of reading.
Oh, really? What kinds of things?
All kinds of things.
Do you have any favorite kinds of things?
Well, been reading through the entire list of domesticated animal series. I think my favorite so far is ferret.
Ferret.
Yeah. Did you know the word ferret comes from the Latin for little thief? Those guys are so funny.
She's not talking about books, is she? So then, do you, live down here?
You can really call it living.
What do you mean?
I said we don't get gas, and I can't leave.
You really can't leave?
Apparently not. Well, if I know why.
That sounds rough. I can't imagine calling a place like this home.
That's more like a coffin than a home. Stupid big-ass coffin.
I get the feeling I just touched a sensitive nerve.
We didn't try revisiting any of these. Let me.
But seriously, your name.
Secret!
Okay, so there are little.
Oh, and stoat! That one has a cool picture of a stoat killing a rabbit.
Oh.
I shouldn't bring that up again. You said you're, 2 months old?
That's right, but I'm pretty mature for my age, honestly.
You look a lot older than 2 months.
Do I? I mean, I guess I do, huh? Well, okay, maybe I'm not really 2 months old, but 2 months is the entire time I've been alive, you know, so...
I don't think I do.
You see, it's like... I don't remember anything before 2 months ago, so that's basically when I was born.
Is she talking about amnesia? I have no idea.
Like in any other game, amnesia would be the way to go, right? But,
Nope.
robots.
How do you know Owen?
Huh? Well, what do you mean?
I mean, I don't know. What's your relationship like?
Oh, splendid. It's fantastic. Just real fucking terrific.
Really?
Yep, best of friends, the two of us. Couldn't be happier about it.
That's good. Anyway, I should really get back upstairs. I'm worried that a customer will come in while I'm not there.
Oh, yeah, sure, I get you. But, listen, hey, are you gonna be here tomorrow?
I think so, maybe. Now that I think about it, we haven't talked about my schedule.
Okay, well, if you do, come say hi again.
Aren't I not supposed to? I can't just ask for permission when I'm already breaking the rule.
So don't ask. Her rules all suck ass, so we can just ignore them. Sneak down here when she isn't looking, it'll be fine.
I suppose if she has more errands to do than I could.
There, see? Easy, it's settled.
Wait, hold on. I can't just...
It'll be fine, blep. Just come say hi real quick. She won't ever know. As long as neither of us blabs about it, it'll stay our dirty little secret.
I don't want a dirty secret of any size. Can you at least tell me why it's such a huge deal? Why she'd be so upset?
Nope. Not at all. Come on, please. Any place with a pineapple on?
Okay.
Yay! Thank you so much, Lulu. I'm so excited.
I just don't want you to be lonely or anything, so...
Right. With you, I'll never be lonely again.
I don't know about that, but I'll come to see you if I can. Next chance I get, I'll come back down here.
Awesome. It's a date then.
Date, huh?
Guess I'm gonna go back to sleep then.
Okay. I hope you rest well.
Back in the pod, back in the pod.
She flashes me a tiny smile, turns around, and hops back inside her pod.
Super nice meeting ya. Seriously, I'm thrilled.
It was nice meeting you, too.
Just remember to turn the lights off on your way out. You gotta shout, lights! Really loud.
Sure thing. Well, good night then.
Any night.
I really like the art style of this.
I do too. It is wonderful. I am enthralled.
I turn around and scurry back to the stairs, my heart still racing for some reason. Now that the lights are on, it's easier to see where I came in from, but I have to yell to turn them back off, huh? Why don't these switches work? Well, here goes nothing, I guess. Okay, let's see. Lights. Lights!
You guys be even louder, Lulu.
Lights! Finally, they turn off. I hear her laugh loudly from across the room.
Nice. Okay, good night for real.
I hear the sound of her pod closing in the distance, and I begin my ascent back up the stairs.
And I think that's a great place to end part 1.
Alrighty.
Thank you again to all of our patrons for supporting us for another month. It means a lot to us that you appreciate what we do and think that's worth supporting. And it's thanks to folks that support us that we get to keep doing the stuff we do after month. We'd love to give a super special shout out to the patrons in our I'm Jacked In tier, including Alice,
The Fighting Doll,
and Snow Flurry. People who support us on Patreon get to vote on a creator for us to feature each month, which is why we're playing this game. They also get access to special Patreon exclusive episodes before they're made available on the main channel. That includes stuff like the Patreon Potpourri. They get to see that a month before that's made available to everyone on the main channel. And right now we're playing through Dwarf Fortress, so that's been a lot of fun. You also get to see the entirely Patreon exclusive Let's Play of Ace Attorney. That's currently farther than we've released on the main channel. So, yeah. If you like what we do and think it's worth supporting, throw us some money to help us keep buying games and equipment. It means a lot to us.
It does.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.